The 100 Show, where we keep it 100. The 100 Show.
Welcome back to the 100 Show, where we keep it 100. You guys are probably saying like, "Oh, there's a new camera angle." Guys, we've been so bad about uploading video. It's a lot.
It's my fault.
I don't edit the video. It's all right. I don't blame Atreyo at all, because I mean, this is not our full-time job. We don't get paid for this podcast yet. But obviously we have our own lives outside of here, and it's really difficult, especially for Atreyo, to edit the video, because he's the guy that does all that. I know very little about editing video. I can get by. I can get by to like make social media clips and stuff. I know how that works. But for him, he has to like watch, especially if it's a long podcast, if it's like an hour, 40 minutes, 2 hours, he has to watch the whole thing and switch camera views. We don't have somebody that switches. Yeah. It's just us. So it's difficult for him. And on a Friday afternoon where it's his day off.
Yeah, it's
wants to spend time with his wife and stuff. And me too. I want to spend time with my wife, and it's hard.
Yeah.
Audio editing. This audio is so fast. Like I have presets already done. Like all the like mics are like pre-tweaked and stuff. Like it's super fast for me. I can just record this and upload this right away. It's much more difficult. Trail. So that's why you're seeing the one angle, because now he doesn't have to switch. We literally just have to sync up the audio and the footage, and we're done.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot easier. It'll be more consistent too, because you'll see a lot more on YouTube, even Spotify, wherever you're watching. It'll be a lot more consistent.
So for those of you guys that have been looking around and watching every episode and listening to every episode, thank you so much.
Thank you. Yes.
I know we're trying to inform you guys, and I hope you guys have had a great week. It's been an incredibly stressful week for me. I feel like I've lost probably half my hair. At least I have some gray hairs, because good Lord, man, I hate being an adult. Like I'm over here worrying about finishing, school. I'm over here like, I gotta do these final assignments. I had my recital last week, and then just making sure that everything's like good on my end.
Closing on your home too.
Yeah, then closing on my home, so the loan people are like calling me, "Hey, we need this," and I'm like, "Bro,
that's the most annoying part is all the financial documents you have to send."
Bro, I'm like, hey, I'm just looking. I'm like, okay, I know I need to get it to you by today, but I'm sorry, I'm stressed out of my mind right now trying to graduate college. I'm trying to be done with it.
Yeah.
So having to balance those two things has been rough. It's been hard. With you, so. Yeah, I mean, overall, it's good. It's going to be a great time.
Yes.
By the time we record this and probably upload this, I'll probably be in the ceremony, walking across the stage. And then
your last day.
A little get-together, a little party with some family and friends, and have some food and just hang out.
Yes. Thank you for, I'm going to reiterate, thank you for watching. People who come up to us and talk to us about the show or just acknowledge it keeps us going.
Yeah, it does.
It's just a good pat on the back.
And once we have this stuff up, it'll be a lot easier for us to put up social media clips too, because we won't be so bogged down with what's it called, just getting up the podcast. It'll be a lot faster getting it up.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when we just have audio for the moment, we can't really upload a clip.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
We want to have the footage, but this is going to make it a lot easier.
Oh, for sure.
Much faster, much more consistent.
Yeah, and I want to make it more like a show. Like, I don't know. I was thinking of when you see CNN, all that stuff, how they have the news in the bottom and stuff, kind of for the topics and stuff. I don't know, just a little more creative.
Yeah, it'll make it a lot easier.
Yeah. Be fun.
Guys, we had some stuff happening this week.
Mm-hmm.
First thing happening
very busy.
Was the debacle of CNN Town Hall. I don't know what the hell that was.
Oh my God.
Bro, what was CNN attempting to do? Seriously, what were they attempting to do? Guys, we're going to get Trump. This is it. We're going to get him. We're going to get him right here. We're going to expose him. No. I can't even talk. Congratulations. You made yourself look even more retarded than you already look.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You made yourself look like a bunch of dumb donkeys.
That was the most complete backfire I've ever seen. Because Trump thrives in those situations.
He does.
With the opposition coming at him like that, he's freaking, that's like,
what'd you expect to happen? And then you put a freaking idiot of what's her name? Caitlin Collins or something like that?
Yeah.
Complete idiot up there. You could have put the worst person up there. You could have put somebody like Wolf Blitzer. It's one of like the CNN OGs up there to go up and give questions. Which, by the way, this wasn't even a town hall. She was not even questioning. She was debating him. This was a debate.
Yeah.
This was not a town hall. This was a CNN versus Trump debate. That's all that was. The town hall is for the voters to talk about the issues that matter.
It's for like the Republican voters, isn't it? Like for them to see like the candidate and like
why. Really for everybody. Like Trump's been president.
That's true.
Already.
Yeah.
He's already been elected. This was for everybody. This is what this town hall should have been. Is like, okay, well, we've had Biden for about 3 years now. About to be 3 years now. Somewhere around there. He's done the job. What do you think about his performance?
Mm-hmm.
And do you think you can come back and do it better? That is what that town hall should have been. Instead, they spend the first 25 minutes talking about the 2020 election. Nobody gives a flying crap about the 2020 election. It's been over. Nobody cares. And they were just trying to, are you denying the results? The left is just trying to get them to say what they want.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm not going to confirm nor deny whether the election was actually rigged or not. Now, talking about media and social media, hell yeah, it was rigged. Hell yeah, the media
for
sure interjected their bias and influenced that election. Hell yeah, they did.
Mm-hmm. Oh, easily. I mean, there's evidence everywhere.
Yeah.
But I feel it's only the liberal or like the Democrat Party that cares about the 2020 and January 6th. They're the only ones that care.
2016, they denied 2016.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. In 2020, we go back to the whole level of hypocrisy from the left. We go back to 2020, and if you were an election denier, oh my God, he's an election denier, and he's denying the election. Censor him. He should be taken off the air. And then you go back to 2016. Russia interfered in the election. Russia put Trump in the White House. Really? You want to talk about Republicans being election deniers in 2020? Like Democrats didn't do it in 2016?
Yeah.
They weren't foaming at the mouth because Hillary Clinton just flat out lost?
The whole party was that lady that we showed last podcast. The girl screaming.
Oh, you have that clip?
I don't, but
I thought I had it saved. That was like the first clip I wanted to show today was the demonic manifestation.
Oh, that first one.
Yeah, there's the demonic manifestation of
I have the one you sent me.
of the left. Yeah, pull that one up.
Okay.
Play it, and then just make sure you save it. Guys, we were talking about demon manifestation last week. We talked about some spiritual things with Satan Con and stuff. Well,
Yes.
we found this clip like right after we had recorded. And I was like, dang it.
This is the epitome of what we're talking about.
This was communist Democrats in 2016 when Trump won the election.
All right, I'm gonna play it.
I just want you to feel our pain. I don't know if you can at this point based off your policy choices, but I have to pretend you have some form of empathy left. So I am going to spend the next minute screaming, because that is what is going on in here. That is what the trans genocide in this country, in this city, has brought me to.
Oh no.
Imagine that!
Imagine that!
Gosh, bro.
I hate this! I hate what you've done to us! I hate what you're doing to us! I hate you, Board of Supervisors! I hate you, London Bridge!
And that is the kind of people that are running our country today.
That's the face of mental illness right
That
there.
is the face of mental illness. That is, yeah. That is the kind of people we are letting them run the country right now.
Yeah, it's absolutely insane. That's like perfectly what they do. Like they don't want to argue, they don't want to do anything. Just pull blame, and just make a big old scene. That's the liberals' tactic.
Yeah, it really is. So, but yeah, that is how Democrats reacted in 2016. That was their attitude when Donald Trump won. Fast forward 2020, Republicans are skeptical. They're like, yeah, that's kind of weird. And then Democrats are like, don't you dare deny it. Don't you dare deny it. Don't you deny it. We won fair and square. Yeah, sure, buddy. Like I said, I'm not going to say that it was actually rigged, like the systems, like, the counts were manipulated. I can't confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
But as opposed to the media, yeah, hell yeah, it was hella rigged. But we had this town hall, not even town hall. It was a debate of CNN versus Donald Trump. They spent the first 25 minutes or so talking about the 2020 election. Nobody cares. Like I said, nobody gives freaking crap about it anymore. It's done. It's over. What they could have started about is like, they could have talked about inflation. They could have talked about, the crisis at the border. We had Title 42 that just ended. That's going to bring a massive wave of immigrants. We don't know who they are. We don't know if they have any criminal history. We don't know if they're cartel, for God's sake. We don't know if they're terrorists coming through. Yeah. It's a wide open border.
Mm-hmm. Why have a wall at this point? Just let them in.
Yeah, why even have a checkpoint?
Yeah, just
close them. Mm-hmm. Just let people come flying in.
Just have a highway in.
Yeah.
At this point. That's what the Biden administration wants. Bro, it's so crazy.
It's they want to open borders.
Well, there was a shooting last week. Might have been this week, but it was a illegal immigrant that he was shooting guns in the backyard, and these people complain like, "Can you stop this? Our daughter's trying to nap." And he goes and shoots and kills him. And he went on like a run for like 5 days, and turns out he was here illegally.
Yep.
And that's just one example of some of the people that are going to come through.
And people get upset when they were like, they're bringing drugs, they're bringing crime, they're racists. The whole, that like iconic Donald Trump moment is,
Yeah.
I mean, everybody I was like, well, there goes his presidency. He's not going to be president. Still winning.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie. At first, that statement really pissed me off because I'm Hispanic and my mom is a naturalized citizen. My dad's parents, my grandparents on my dad's side, they are naturalized citizens. They came from Mexico for a better life in the long run. And it pissed me off at first, but then I really looked at it. I'm like, is he lying? No, he's actually saying the truth. They're bringing drugs. They're bringing crime. I said racists, not rapists. Guys, we've been so intertwined with racists. Rapists, I'm sorry. And yes, Hispanics are also racist too. There's racism all around. But rapists, this is what I meant to say. Bringing crimes and bringing crime, they're rapists. Yes, that's actually very true. There's been, I think there's like one big case that happened around El Paso, around the area, southern Texas near the Mexican border, where some group of illegal immigrants like raped this like girl that was in college, this student, and they were here illegally. They wouldn't.
Wow.
They wouldn't have gotten in. That crime would never have happened.
Yeah.
And then look at the drug crisis. It all comes from Mexico. Like they smuggle the drugs across the border. Like that's where all the stuff is. Like that's where all the stuff is like created, is in Mexico.
Mm-hmm.
And Mexico is an absolute failed state. Okay, they don't run the country. Cartel does. Okay. Think the government has control over that country? Yeah, right.
No.
Anyways, before I get too much off into that tangent, we are going to go into that in just a second. Here's a little bit of a highlight from Trump completely destroying CNN at their own game.
Let's see this.
We should continue to provide military equipment to Ukraine so that they can defend themselves. Do you support this decision, and how would you deal with the increasing threat posed by Vladimir Putin?
First of all, thank you very much. It's really nice. And it's an important question, so important, because we're giving away so much equipment. We don't have ammunition for ourselves.
His
right now.
mannerisms
We don't
are
have
so
ammunition
funny.
for ourselves. We're giving away so much. But here's the thing. I have to say it to start off. No longer matters. If I were president, this would have never happened.
Amen.
And even the
Amen.
Democrats admit that.
Hallelujah.
Putin knew it would have never happened.
Mm-hmm.
And his pipeline would have never happened. A lot of things would have never happened.
Mm.
But this
Which
would never have
Democrats say
happened.
that,
And
Mr.
all those
President?
dead people,
Shut
both
the
Russian
hell
and
up.
Ukrainian, they wouldn't be dead today. And all those cities that are blown up and disintegrated right to the ground, that wouldn't have happened. Okay, now, here's the problem. We've given so far $171 billion. They've given, meaning European Union, which is approximately the same size altogether as our economy. They've given about 20. So we're at 170, let's say, and they're at 20. You don't have to know too much about history to realize, or geography, to realize that they're a little bit more affected than we are, okay? So they've got to put up a lot more money because they're taking advantage of us like every other country did. That's why I ended NAFTA and replaced it with the USMCA, Mexico,
But on
Canada.
this issue, Mr. President, I should know, I don't know any Democrats who have said they don't believe Putin would have been invaded if you were president. But her question is, would you continue to give Ukraine money and weapons if you're elected? What's the answer?
I have a very good relationship with President Zelensky because, as you know, he backed me up with the phony impeachment hoax number one. And he said the president didn't do anything wrong. So I happen to like. So I happen to like. Yeah, that's right. And I was totally exonerated, by the way. Just a waste of time and money.
Oh, they're clapping.
Everybody's clapping. Everybody's clapping.
On CNN's
On CNN.
show.
Yeah, on CNN
By
show.
a crazy woman named Nancy
But the
Pelosi.
question here is, would you give
Crazy
Ukraine
Nancy.
weapons and funding if you were
I
elected?
would sit down. Let me just put it a nicer way. If I'm president, I will have that war settled in one day, 24 hours.
How would you settle that war in one day?
Do you not know who he is?
I'll meet with Zelensky. They both have weaknesses and they both have strengths. And within 24 hours, that war will be settled. It'll be over. It'll be
Do
absolutely
you
over.
want Ukraine to win this war?
I don't
cares?
think
What
in
a
terms of winning.
dumb
it. I
question.
think in terms of getting it settled so we stop killing all these people and breaking down.
Innocent people are dying
Yeah.
for this freaking war.
What do you? Can I just follow up on that? You
But
said
one
you
of the
don't
things
think
you
in
have
terms
to
of
do is
winning
you
and
have to get
losing.
you have
Mr.
to get
President, can I
Europe.
just follow up on that because that's a really important
Excuse me,
statement
let me
that
just
you just
follow
made
up.
there. Can you say you
Shut
want
up,
Ukraine
Caitlin. You're
or
not
Russia
debating.
to win this war?
I want everybody to stop dying. They're dying. Russians and Ukrainians. I want them to stop dying. And I'll have that done. I'll have that done in 24 hours. I'll have it done. You need the power of the presidency to do it.
But you won't say
you
that
need
you
a
want
leader.
Ukraine to win.
Strong
You,
leader.
You know what
when
I'll
you were
say?
in-
I'll
when you
say
were in
this.
office.
I want Europe to put up more money because they're in for 20 billion.
Yeah.
We're in for 170,
Yeah.
and
That's
they
not
should
an answer
equalize.
about who
And they
should
should
win the war.
equalize.
Yep.
They have plenty of money.
Yep.
They should equalize. I got with NATO.
But I'm
When I
asking
sat
you about
down, I got
Ukraine
them
right
to
now,
put up
Mr.
hundreds
President.
of billions of dollars.
That's
that-
enough of that because she just keeps going.
Yeah.
She's an idiot. She's like I said. She's not. She
Oh my
was not
gosh,
there as a
bro.
moderator. She was
No.
just debating.
Yeah. She was just representing the liberal freaking party. Yeah.
Yep. That's all it is. But going back to the issue of Ukraine, Trump would have that war ended in 24 hours. You might say, well, how? Do you guys not know who Trump is? I'm pretty sure this is how this conversation is going to go. Betrayals Vladimir Putin. You listen here. You scum of the earth. If you don't pull out of Ukraine in the next 24 hours, Moscow, nobody's going to remember what Moscow is in the next 10 years. So get out of Ukraine.
Yes,
That's
President.
probably how that conversation's
Yes,
going to go.
President. Yeah.
Knowing Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Going back to the whole clip of Donald Trump, in that interview, he was saying, I don't want to say that Putin and Xi Jinping feared me, but they probably did. I'm sure, because I'm sure that's how that conversation would go. Trump would tell Putin, either you pull out now and you stop now, or we're going to have a problem.
Yeah. Because they probably saw him just as crazy or a little crazier than them.
Oh, yeah.
Because
No, the whole world
Yeah.
sees.
Yeah.
That's why the U.S. was respected when Trump was in office, because of his leadership. Like he had balls when he led. He had testicles when he led. He led with them. He did not care.
Yeah.
Okay? He had a business mindset. He's like, if I have to bulldoze over you to get something done, I will. You know?
Yeah.
This war in the Ukraine would have not have happened if Trump was still in office. I guarantee you. And people like to say, there's even this clip. I don't know if I have it saved. If I show, I am going to show this clip. But I don't know if he'll say it. But Byron Donalds, from Florida. He's black, actually. People are probably surprised. People are like, "Oh, he's a white supremacist." He's black. Please explain how he's a white supremacist.
That's the dumbest argument I've ever seen.
Yeah. If you call somebody black a white supremacist, you're an absolute idiot. Like, do not hear yourself. You sound retarded.
Oh, he's the black face of white supremacy. What does that even mean? Like
what?
No, I don't think that's how it works, honestly.
Anyways, Byron Donalds, a representative from Florida, he was talking on CNN actually to their panel, and he's like, well, you know, when Trump got elected, everybody thought, oh my God, it's World War III. Oh my God, we're on the brink of a global conflict once again, just simply because he got elected. You know, the whole Hitler comparison. He's a dictator.
I honestly thought we were gonna go to World War III with Trump. Whenever he bombed that, was it Iraq
in general?
Yeah, I was scared. But
everybody thought too. But I'm like, bro, it's Trump.
Yeah.
You really think any countries want to go head to head with Donald Trump?
No,
And that's not going to end very well for him. When he was in office, he's like, military. We're all about our military. You want to come, you know, pretty much with Donald Trump, when it came to military, message to the whole world was F around and find out.
Basically, yeah.
F around and find out. Iran found out.
Mm-hmm. Bro,
Syria and Russia found out.
Bro, I think the reason I did not pay attention to politics back then was because, I mean, there wasn't the world was going good. We're living fine. Now that it's affecting us directly, I mean, it's more noticeable to see.
You're seeing it.
We were good back then, so I didn't have to pay attention to anything.
There's too many people the one guy from that gets paid by the DNC who showed that clip. Please don't clip that. Please don't clip that. He even said that's why they wanted to clip that. He's like, Democrats, they do a lot of crappy things. You know, they don't know how to do their jobs, but I'll still vote for them anyways.
No.
That's awesome. Can we clip that quote? Can we clip that? No. Please don't clip. You know he freaking messed up after saying that. We know.
He probably got defunded by then.
He was like, we're no longer paying this guy.
Yeah. He sucks.
But he admitted it. He absolutely admitted it. And he's not the only one. There are multiple groups of Democrats they don't care. They're like, you know what? I don't care that this guy sucks at the job, but I just hate Donald Trump so freaking much that I'm going to vote for Joe Biden, even though he's absolutely destroying us from the inside out.
I honestly think that's why Joe Biden won. A big reason Joe Biden won. Because people didn't like Trump.
People just hate Trump so much. I'm like...
They're like, I don't care who it is. We just got to get him out.
Was much better under Donald Trump. Don't lie. Don't lie. Don't act like it wasn't. It definitely was. And and people say Donald Trump was the most divisive president. No, the country's worse. It's so much worse when it comes to being divisive. The country was more united under Trump.
Well, just even with Joe Biden's speeches and tweets, he attacks Republicans almost every single tweet.
Not only does he demonize, Donald Trump's been demonized for years now, but now he's demonizing a whole side of the country.
Yeah, the whole half, all of Republicans.
He was the enemy.
Yeah, MAGA Republicans. MAGA Republicans.
MAGA extremists.
Yeah.
And then other people in this party follow suit. The MAGA extremists, the MAGA Republicans.
They're just all bots, though. They just repeat. As you can see by that girl she's repeating all the typical liberal stuff. All the bots, because she asked about January 6th. She asked about 2020. That's all they care about, really.
Yeah.
And then with the Brian Donalds or whatever, they ask them the same stuff.
Yeah. That's all they care about. Can we talk? Here's the thing. They don't want to talk about the real issues because they know it's bad.
Yeah.
They know it's absolutely terrible. Inflation, god awful.
Mm-hmm.
Interest rates, God awful. It's just costing more to live. It's costing more to live.
Mm-hmm.
They don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about. Here's the thing. Newsflash. Nobody gives an absolute crap about 2020. Nobody gives a crap about COVID anymore. It's been over.
Yeah.
Nobody gives a crap about January 6th. It's over. It's done with.
Yeah.
People care about the things that are going on right now. It sucks.
Yep.
This economy sucks. It just sucks to just live.
Mm-hmm.
It just sucks to live in this economy. People are tired of it. People are getting fed up. That's the questions that people need to be asking. That town hall should have been, okay, this guy's done the job for 3 years. How can you come back and do it better?
Yeah.
That's what that should have been. But they don't want to because it's going to hurt. It's going to hurt Joe Biden. They're not going to bring Joe Biden for a town hall anymore.
Oh, heck
Especially,
no.
He's worse. They're
not even going to do primaries.
This is going to be him. Mr. President. Chocolate chip.
Dark Brandon.
MAGA Republicans, MAGA.
Yeah, I saw this clip.
Chocolate chip.
I should have saved it. It was another freaking goof of Joe Biden trying to
Well, here
speak.
you can find it. I have this other one. Here's another highlight from the town hall. I almost lost my train of thought there for a second. And here they're talking about the January 6th stuff. Of course, they spend lots of time talking about January 6th. But here's something that CNN didn't expect at all from the receipts.
This is my favorite part.
When they went to the Capitol and they were breaking into the Capitol, smashing windows, injuring police officers, why did it take you 3 hours to tell them to go home?
I don't believe it did. Oh, let me pull it out. I have to pull it out.
You had the receipts. You did not expect that. Look at her. She's so pissed now.
So if you look at on January 5th, the day before, I said, please support our Capitol Police and law enforcement.
But she didn't
they are
expect
truly
that,
on the side of our country. Stay peaceful. Stay peaceful. This was the day before, and this was in the form of Twitter. Now I use Truth Social. I think it's far superior, okay? I hope everybody's on Truth. I hope everybody's on Truth.
Elon Musk.
If you look January 6th, this is before 2:30. I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. This is right after, as it was happening. But what happened is they took it down. I don't know why. I think they took it down because it was so good. They didn't like it being up there. I am asking, and we didn't know until I got it back, because now I have 90 million people waiting for me to go back, but I'm on Truth, and I'm staying on Truth.
You look up how many followers Joe Biden has.
I am asking for everyone at the U.S. Capitol to remain peaceful. No violation. We want no violation. We want no violence. Remember, we are the party of law and order. Respect the law and our great men and women in blue. Thank you. That was at 2:30. That was very early.
Mr. President, I looked at the same time.
And she still tries to interject her opinion. Like, shut the hell up. He pulled out the receipts. He absolutely just exposed you lying, flat out lying. And why didn't you tell him to go? He did. Well, he didn't say go home, but he did say to remain peaceful. Like, she didn't, everybody has the right to protest in this country. Obviously peacefully without, lighting things on fire like Democrats do. Because as far as I'm aware of, I don't think anything was lit on fire on January 6th.
Yeah.
Correct. Nothing was lit on fire.
No.
Yeah, exactly. And what do Democrats do in Washington, D.C.? Oh, they burn down a church.
Mm-hmm.
Justified.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, I have another highlight from the town hall. You might hear, there's a thought that he kind of mentioned in another video that I showed, but it's very brief. But here's some, other highlights that we've had, or highlights that we had in this town hall.
We had no inflation. We had the lowest energy prices we've had in decades. This country was rocking and rolling. If I'm president, I will have that war settled in one day, 24 hours.
What is the first thing you would do to help bring down the cost to make things more affordable?
Drill, baby, drill. There's never been anything like that is happening to our country right now.
You built about 52 miles of new wall.
I
Miles of
respond.
new wall.
This is what she does.
This is what she
Hundreds
does.
of miles. You know who took him more than anybody is Joe Biden. He has 1,800 boxes.
I also talked about the leaked documents and stuff.
And nobody talks about him.
Yep, nobody does.
And they put. It's very simple to answer.
That's why I asked it.
It's very simple to. You're a nasty person. I'll tell you.
Of course, he had to interject, his
Yeah.
his classic, insults and stuff. You're a nasty person. What a stupid question,
Yeah, she's the worst host ever.
bro.
Like,
She is oh my god. If CNN could have picked a more of a bad person to put up against Donald Trump, and they did it all right.
Yeah,
They picked the worst person possible.
their worst representative they could have picked.
She looked like a complete idiot, like a complete dumb donkey.
Yeah.
This is why even Democrats are pissed off about the town hall. They're like, you made us go from looking stupid and incompetent to completely looking like dumb donkeys. That's exactly
Like
what happened.
I don't know what to say if you don't notice the libs uttering the same stupid phrases, the same topics, bro. There's 2020, January 6th. That's all they care about. And transing the kids.
They don't care. They don't care that it's costing you $500 more a month to live. They don't care.
They don't care.
They're glad.
Yeah.
In fact, they're glad that you are.
Yeah. I think Trump defended himself pretty good.
Yeah.
But you would not see this with Joe Biden right now.
Oh no, most definitely not.
No.
He would no.
No, because just watch this clip I have. This is recently. This was like 2 days ago. This is our president now.
A group of trailblazing artists with national medals of arts and humanities. The group included groundbreaking Asian Americans like Vera Wang and Joan Shingang, Shanga.
What the hell is he saying?
Kawawa. I think I pronounced it correctly. You can call me Joe Biden. A group of trailblazing artists.
Yeah, that's.
Bro,
I think that's.
if Donald Trump said that, if Donald Trump would have done that exact same thing, oh, what a racist! What a racist bigot! Look at how he's pronouncing their name, Wang.
But he's just like an aneurysm mid sentence trying to say that girl's. Wake up, Joe! Wake up! That's why they're not having a primary.
No.
Or a town hall for him.
Hell no. They already look stupid as it is. I mean, obviously this was bad, but if they put Joe Biden up there, oh my god, it would be worse. Somebody would be asking him a question like, "Hey, dude, what about inflation? Hey, dude." I'm not asking about MAGA Republicans. I'm asking about what am I going to do so I can stop, suffocating to death and living paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah. No, he would shift the blame all automatically to Trump.
Yeah. Because due to Trump. Bro, you shut the hell up. You've been in office for almost 3 freaking years. And you can't do your job right. You suck.
Yeah.
You freaking suck at your job, dude.
Yeah.
You've completely ruined what Trump gave you.
Mm-hmm.
You completely ruined it all.
Yes.
And I have another clip from Byron Donald absolutely doodooing on the CNN panels after the debate.
The CNN bots.
Mm-hmm. Oh, sorry.
Town halls are for the voters, not for the press, not for the person who's the moderator. Caitlyn spent more time interjecting her own viewpoints or her own views on the situation.
Those are actually facts, though.
Now, are you guys not going to interject your views on me, or do I? Voters want to talk about inflation, the border, fentanyl, the debt ceiling, foreign policy.
The important things.
You know, Dana, what's interesting about it?
The important things. And then there's one where him and I don't have that part where him and Dan Jones kind of square off about Ukraine. I think I can find that point where it starts.
Go out there and watch. It's like a 3.5 minute whole thing. Y'all should go watch it for yourselves.
There's a whole. Just look at Byron Donald's on CNN after town hall, and he just absolutely goes off on him. But I'm gonna start it from that point where him and Van Jones kind of square off.
speak to the voters of New Hampshire, not for this back and forth with media. That's number one. Hold on. That's number one. Number two, with respect to Ukraine, I totally disagree. He did not say he was just going to give over Ukraine the way you intimate, Van. He did not say that. What he said is that he would actually look for a solution to end it quickly. He put 24 hours on it, but let's be very clear. What Joe Biden has done has been a disaster, because initially with Ukraine, Joe Biden wanted to give Vladimir Zelensky a ride out of Dodge. He wanted to give him a plane ride, and it wasn't until people in Moscow, in Ukraine, here in the United States said this invasion is wrong that Joe Biden reversed course.
Do you want a victory in Ukraine? Do you want a victory in Ukraine?
I'm just trying to respond to everything that's been coming up on the table. Last thing, let me say this. We spent 22, 23 minutes talking about January.
We spent whole 25 minutes on the 2020 election.
And then that girl tries to say, "Do you believe the 2020 election was rigged?" She keeps trying to bring that up.
Shut up. In fact, there's one, bro. The gaslighting is incredible. Gaslighting, absolutely incredible, bro. There's CNN. Here's CNN. I'm about to show you this clip. CNN gaslighting voters, Republican voters, gaslighting this dude. They start. Let me just show you the clip, and then I'll elaborate some more. I'm gonna show this to Trey because Trey hasn't seen this either.
He keeps talking about 2020 and not 2024. I'll ask you first. This is Jonathan Leslie. He's 40, Republican, voted for Trump twice. How do you feel about those lies?
So I feel like part of it's also the media narrative, as you guys asked him the first question at the town hall about the 2020 election, rather than current stuff.
So don't you think he could say it's time for me to start talking about 2024 and not lies that aren't true?
They asked the question.
They asked a question about 2024?
Well, there were questions, but you're right. That was the first thing, but that's something that was on our mind, and that's why I was asked first. Mike McGlaughlin, is it?
My gosh,
this guy's this Bill Nye looking idiot over here.
Bro, they live on a different planet, dog. I'm convinced. Like, they're not humans. They're robots.
Bro.
They're AI.
Bro, the way he asked that question, the gaslighting, and ask, how do you feel about those lies? What? How do you feel about those lies? And then he probably didn't expect this dude to like shoot right back at him. Like, yeah, part of it's your narrative.
Oh my god.
He didn't like that too much. It was right. Why are you even asking that question? How do you feel about? Like, can we get to the stuff that matters? If I would have hit, I'd be like, bro, I don't care. I honestly don't care.
Yeah.
What I care about is that inflation is absolutely killing the way that I'm living. That's what I care about. But you don't care about it. So
let's freaking focus on the now that we can change.
Focus on the stuff that matters.
Yes. Well, it's just not what matters. What we can do. Like, we can't even. It's in the past, bro. We can't do nothing about it.
Yeah,
it's done.
Right.
It's done.
Yeah.
Like, let's focus on what we can affect now, like in the future. But no.
I agree.
No, but we got queer Jean-Pierre over here worried about Lesbian Visibility Week.
No. Guys, in case you're wondering, we're talking about Corinne Jean-Pierre. But it was just so fitting. That's a new nickname now. I know I've called her the mop head for a while. But it's her name is Corinne, and queer just fits really good because she's a queer.
That's her identity.
That's the only reason why she has that job, is because she's a queer. So we just kind of just adjusted queer a little bit to fit the syllables.
I don't think she'd be mad. Like,
Corinne, queer.
Jean-Pierre.
Queer Jean-Pierre is her name now.
I don't think they'd be mad. I mean, that's their whole identity nowadays.
I know, why are you getting so mad? I'm just your identity, right?
Yeah.
Stop calling me that.
That's your identity, though. That's what you freaking shove in all of our faces. Like, we're embracing it with you, bro.
Absolutely ridiculous.
Gaslighters, bro. They're the biggest gaslighters.
Yeah. And they just keep doing it more and more. They do it every single day.
When did the town hall happen? It was like
Wednesday night.
Wednesday night, and Thursday night is when the Title 42. But did they talk about that?
No. I don't know. I haven't seen any clips where they talked about it.
I don't think they talked about it once.
They talked about the border for maybe like 5 seconds.
Yeah, they don't want to talk about that.
The rest of it was 2020 election. Yeah, they don't want to talk about the border. The borders is terrible. It is so bad. Like I said, we talked about it earlier. Now we're on that issue of immigration. Mm-hmm. We have all the multitudes of people coming in to the country. Again, we don't know who they are. We don't know if they're carrying any diseases that we don't know about.
Yeah.
We don't know if they're, if they're driven to commit crimes in the country.
Mm-hmm. There's people from all over the world. I saw there's people from Haiti which I mean I can understand because their country just got destroyed by freaking earthquakes and all that stuff. But you got people from Haiti, you got Mexico. I saw a video of Chinese nationalists coming through. Don't speak a lick of English.
Who else is coming through?
Yeah, you can't control it.
Is there any like Al Qaeda people coming through? Taliban?
I'm sure there is.
Any terrorist organization?
I mean, bro, this is like, if you were one of those organizations, this would be the prime time to get people in.
Yeah. Like, you don't know. Obviously, after 9/11 happened, they cracked down on it bad.
Yeah.
Like you know, the whole the way we looked at national security changed forever.
Yeah.
When 9/11 happened, I was about 2 years old when that happened. But now, I think we've gotten loose again.
Yeah. At least with the border.
And God forbid that somebody come through using that.
Yeah. That's going to be the way, because like the flight and stuff is pretty locked down with TSA and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But they're forgetting about the border.
It's
easier.
You don't have to You don't have to use a plane to kill thousands of people. You can just bombs. You can plan a whole massive attack on the country.
Yes. Yeah, because I mean, you just walk everything in, basically.
Yeah, it's open. It's not secure.
Yeah. And I had to look this up, Title 42, because I've been hearing it. What is it? If y'all don't know, I'll read it.
Explain to us what it is.
Okay, Title 42 is the name of an emergency health authority. It was instated when President Donald Trump was in office, and it began in March 2020. It was for the U.S. to stop migrants from coming in to prevent the spread of COVID-19. So before Title 42, migrants could cross illegally and ask for asylum and be allowed into the U.S. So they could just, I'm seeking asylum, we'll let them in. But under Title 42, whenever that got instated, migrants were turned away over the border and denied the right to seek asylum. During it, the U.S. turned away more than 2.8 million. Migrants were turned away more than 2.8 million times, but families and children traveling alone were exempt. So basically, it just gave us the border patrol the ability to turn people away, because if they weren't seeking asylum or anything, they could just turn them away. But now that's over, the gate's open. They can't turn them away, or they can just come in saying they're seeking asylum and they'll be let in. That was overturned. When you're watching it, that was overturned Thursday night.
Yeah.
While we're filming it, that was last night for us.
Yeah, you're seeing this on Saturday, so it happened 2 days ago.
So I'm sure there's some stuff that's happened that.
Yeah. But there's the amount of people coming in is absolutely incredible. I have another clip here.
If you're anywhere on the internet, Twitter especially.
Oh, look at this. Look at this.
It's freaking.
All these people crossing the Rio Grande to get over to the U.S.
That's wild, bro.
Yeah.
Wild. I got some other ones I want to.
There's another one while you're searching for that one. I did not save it here. I know where it's at though. It's just look at this. These people are from unless they took it down, but no, right here. Bro, these people from India. India, bro.
What?
At the U.S.-Mexico border. Like, what the hell are they doing
That's
there?
across the country.
Across the freaking world.
Sorry, yeah.
Okay, look.
That was for you. This is a well-known area where individuals are brought up because you can cross right here.
At the border.
So here we have the trail going right up.
In Arizona.
And this is the border. When they get to the U.S. side here, this is pretty tough going, huh? There's nothing over here.
It's 2 to 3 days walking directly north from here to get to any kind of civilization. And unfortunately, this is where we end up with people dying, is because they've been led to believe
that would not be fun.
It's only a little ways. You don't have to carry a lot. You don't have to have a lot of food, a lot of water. and you're going through a bombing range. This is where the military trains, and they do live fire.
What?
There's a lot of unexploded ordnance.
Oh,
So the cartels have already got their money. When they get the people, the migrants to here, they've done their job, right?
Yeah.
They got their money, so they don't care if they die in the U.S. side?
No. It's a commodity. It's not a human life.
Yeah.
Cartel doesn't care as long as they get their money.
Yeah.
So you're
Are
saying
those people up there? Those are people.
Where?
Right here.
Oh, jeez. How you guys doing? Came from India, Mumbai, Dehradun, Gujarati. Chicago.
What? Oh, Chicago.
That's where you going? Chicago? What'd you do in India?
You don't want to go to Chicago, guys?
No, you do not.
Congress leader. Congress party's worker.
Congress Party worker. Okay. You flying to Mexicali?
No, Mexico.
No, fly.
Were they on a bus?
Were you on a bus?
No English.
Oh, they're stranded.
Yeah, one. With a group of 9 from India.
Yeah, that's
Well,
weird. I wonder if there was a smuggler who was supposed to pick them up out there, but
it might be.
that's kind of strange. I wonder if it's because they extended Title 42, but India is not a Title 42 nation.
No, it's not. They're Title 8, so I don't know why they came in through here. Usually they're down by the river.
Maybe they paid the wrong people.
Well,
Oh, that's freaking sad.
That as well. And then those people, like I said, it's a 2 to 3 day or whatever, 2 to 4 day walk, whatever he said, to get to any kind of civilization from that point. Yeah, it's wide open, but I mean, you have to survive the heat.
Yeah.
Obviously, look at the Arizona heat.
Yeah.
Dead heat. It's dry.
What's sad is those people that are trying to cross, they'll like pay their life savings.
Oh yeah, they'll give up everything.
And then they'll trust like these freaking criminals basically to get them across. But these criminals will take advantage of them. They'll rape the women. They'll do whatever.
And here's the thing about, we go back to Mexico being a failed state. Mexico's government does not run the country at all. If you think that they do, you're highly mistaken. It's a failed state. It's ran by the cartel. Cartel runs the country. They got the guns. And this is the big problem with guns being illegal in Mexico. Citizens are not allowed to have firearms as opposed to the U.S. But who's got all the firearms in Mexico? All the criminals. Because here's the thing that leftist communists are too stupid to understand is that criminals don't follow the law. So it does not matter what law you put in place to stop them. They're still going to commit a crime no matter what. They're like, dang it, they passed that law. I can't go do that. No, they don't care. They're going to go do it no matter what.
Yep.
Liberals are too stupid to understand it. That's why, how do you stop gun violence? You put more guns. You give more freedom to the law-abiding citizens that are responsible with the firearms. I have the firearms to protect their family and others. I guarantee you, if they had loose gun laws in Mexico, I guarantee you, all the cartel crime would significantly drop, because now the cartel's thinking about it twice. Well, if we go in here, we're probably gonna freaking get demolished.
Yeah, but
even in this town hall, I can't find the clip, but they talked about it in the town hall. They asked Trump, "What would you do about gun violence and stuff? What would you do to keep children safe?" They're talking about mass shootings and stuff. Obviously, they said, Mr. President, when you were in office, so-and-so mass shootings happened. Now, in 2023, there's even more. It's gotten worse. What would you do? And Trump pretty much said he wouldn't do. There would be no restriction.
Yeah.
But he would want to put armed security at the doors of schools. He wants to put.
That's the smart thing to do.
He wants to put armed people. He wants to put firearms in the hands of the right people that can take down criminals. That's what you do. And then he used that example, and then he talked about a country that had really strict gun laws. And it was actually happened to be Brazil. And it's crazy because the trail, like 2 weeks ago, a week and a half ago, was showing me clips of all these criminals getting like doo-dooed on.
Yeah. It was crazy.
By gun owners. And a lot of them would happen to be in Brazil. But those of you who don't know, Brazil used to have extremely strict gun laws. And gun violence was up the roof, people being shot like crazy. Yeah. Well, then the government's like, all right, well, let's give citizens more freedom to have firearms, give them an easier path to obtain a weapon. And guess what happened with the gun violence in Brazil? It dropped dramatically because now criminals were like, yeah, I might get messed up if I go in here.
Oh, for sure, bro. I was watching this podcast, Joe Rogan podcast with this dude named Colion Noir. He's an attorney, but he's also he's a Second Amendment advocate. So he has a channel. He talks about he breaks down shootings. He talks about guns and stuff. He's a big gun head. But he was saying he brought up a good point. There's the liberals, whenever there's a mass shooting or whatever, they're
all over it.
Yes, they're talking about they always try to shame you you got to save more lives. We're trying to save lives out here, but so let's take away guns. But they don't really care. If they really cared about saving lives, they would take different precautions.
It's all about control.
Because look at it this way: in the inner cities, there's the gun violence is crazy. Let's say Chicago, the gun violence is nuts.
Yeah, it's over the roof. It's worst points right now.
And it happens to be in Democrat cities.
They're the strictest gun laws in the country.
So if you really care about saving lives, more people get killed in the inner cities with the gang shootings and stuff than mass shootings. They don't care. You
don't see it on CNN. Gang shooting happens in Chicago. They don't care.
Yes, they're not pushing to fix for every time there's a gun shooting. You don't see gun control lobbyists, demanding gun reform and stuff.
And how many small children or young people get caught in the crossfire of gang shootings? How many of them?
I'm sure there's a lot.
I'm sure there's a bunch of them.
So
especially in Chicago.
Yeah, so they don't really care about saving lives. They care about taking away your guns. Because if they would come up with different solutions. The most logical to them is take away all the guns. I know this fly's bugging, bro.
Sorry if you see us swinging around. This freaking fly keeps coming. Hopefully when we pause, we freaking get it out of here.
But yeah, so you don't hear them talk about the shootings every single day in Chicago or any Democrat inner cities. You just hear them come up when there's a mass shooting, which just sucks. But that just shows that they're not really genuine in saving lives.
No, they don't. And then with that, when you don't allow citizens to have firearms and give them any avenues of defending themselves, and this is what you end up with countries like Mexico that are failed and have the criminals or organized crime running the country. And then the problem when you have a multitude of people that come into the country, it's true, they take jobs. It's being honest with you, and then they can be exploited because if they don't have Social Security, they can be paid under the table, which is a human rights violation. Human rights, people can be exploited. There's going to be employers that take advantage of it. I'm going to pay this guy less, and I can make some more money, keep some more profit if I pay this dude who's desperate for a job, doesn't have a Social Security. He just wants a job so he can survive. Well, I don't have to pay him a whole lot. I pay him. Here you go.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
How much of that stuff do you think doesn't happen?
A lot, bro.
Yeah.
I think Florida just passed a law or something.
Oh, Florida's cracking down on
immigrants.
On immigrants bad.
Like the businesses are they're being held responsible for
for
hiring illegal immigrants.
If you're I think they said too, hospitals hospitals are a place to get caught. If somebody goes to the hospital or whatever and they're an illegal immigrant, the doctors and the nurses, the employees of the hospital, are required to ask questions regarding legal status. Are you here legally? Are you a citizen?
Yeah.
And if they respond no, then it's their responsibility to report that. They're going to start deporting people. They're mass deportations. They're going to start throwing people back over.
Yeah, and this is the argument I guess people have with immigration and stuff, like people try to say like we're supposed to be like loving to accepting of all people and like letting people who seek refuge come into the country. And I agree with that. Like we should, but there's a right way I feel like to do it, and this way definitely is not, because there's no like you cannot freaking what's the word? You can't regulate who's coming in. It's impossible.
And then it's just like sooner than later you're gonna struggle with overpopulation. There's gonna be a problem with that. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
You don't have I can't find work. All the jobs are, and you're gonna have all these illegal immigrants that can't find work because they're illegal. They're not here legally. They don't have Social Security. And then you can run into the issue of identity theft too, because when illegals come to the country, they use fake Social Securities. I don't know if it's dead people's Social Securities or they flat out steal someone's identity.
Yeah. It's wild.
In order for them to start working here.
Yeah.
And impersonate somebody. That's the other dangers that you run into in this country.
And like, yeah, I believe like people like. I sympathize with the people that try to come here for better lives.
Yeah, I do too.
And like the families and like especially like I mentioned Haiti, like those countries that are like so impoverished and like are destroyed by natural causes all the time. I get that. But I feel like there has to be a better way to do this. Like,
oh yeah,
like definitely not the way we're just letting everybody in, because like the criminals are definitely going to overshadow the good people that are trying to come
for sure.
So, and I don't know what the way is, but I mean, I think we should be an accepting like country to let people in. Yeah. But
we're the beacon of freedom in the world.
Yes, but like smart, because it's just not smart to like. I was thinking when I saw that video you showed me with the open border, bro. Like, just think of that if that was your house, like no fence, no like unlocked doors.
No, just not even a door.
Yeah.
Even a front door.
Yeah. No walls, just people walking in, taking whatever they want, doing whatever. Like, we gotta look at it like that. Like, we gotta keep the citizens safe, like that are paying taxes. Like, also these illegal immigrants, they're not paying taxes. They're not providing, contributing. Yeah, that's the word. Contributing to our society and to the country. They're they're just.
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
I understand. For example, Mexico has gotten more dangerous. In fact, it's gotten so dangerous that I have not gone back. I have not been to Mexico in probably almost 10 years. 9 or 10 years. I think 2014 was the final time that I went to Mexico. I haven't been back, and I went multiple times before then. In fact, I used to stay entire summers. My family's from the Jalisco region. By the way, the food is so freaking good there. Oh my god! Sorry that cut off. We did the reset camera, but I have family in the Jalisco region. Food's incredible. I used to stay entire summers there, like seriously, with my grandma. She would watch over me. she would be my mom for that whole 2.5 months. May she rest in peace. She passed away. She got taken down by COVID, unfortunately, but she was already up in age. So she lived a great life, though. I loved her very much. But anyways, I spent a lot of time with her when I would stay in summers over there in Mexico. And it's gotten a lot more dangerous. Like the organized crime, like they run the country. Like I know Ben Shapiro was saying he was going to take a vacation to Cancun. His security team said, "The hell you ain't."
Yeah, because they're even running into like the tourist resorts.
Bro, they are. The cartels are going into tourist resorts, and they will even look for American citizens.
That's freaking scary.
Like they're going after them
because they know they can get, or they'll attempt to get like the U.S. to pay them to get them back.
Oh yeah.
I'm sure that's what they. I don't know.
Yeah, but it is a dangerous situation. I don't know when I'll travel back. I don't know. I can't fit. I mean, I fit in well. Like I do. I speak Spanish fluently. My second language. Like I understand all of it. I can speak it well. I can write it. Whatever. I can find my way around in being in Mexico. But somehow, something would give away that I live in the U.S.
Mm-hmm. You can't wear anything. Like you just gotta.
Bro, yeah.
You can't wear nothing nice.
When I've gone to Mexico, my mom said, "Do not bring anything of value." So like even these Air Force Ones, I probably can't even wear, and these are beat up. I need to clean these things. These things are nasty. I need to clean them.
Same.
But I have other nice pairs of shoes. I have some like retro ones. I could not wear those in Mexico. I'd get robbed. I can't even carry this thing.
Yeah.
And freaking walking down the middle of the street. I probably couldn't even wear this.
No.
You can't wear anything nice in Mexico. I could not wear my Apple Watch. I could not carry my iPhone. I could not carry my AirPods. I could not have a freaking MacBook in my freaking backpack. No, I'd get freaking robbed. And if I don't give it up, I'm either gonna get stabbed or I'm gonna get shot.
Yeah. But like
it's like that.
Yeah. And like immigration, like it can be really good for people like your family. You're a great example. Like they can, if you do it the right way, you come in, do it legally, you can live a prosperous life. Yeah. Like was just your mom.
Now, obviously, here's the thing. I'll clear this up. My parents didn't fully do everything legally. They actually did like cross illegally, but they had to face the consequences and they had to pay their dues.
Mm-hmm.
And then but obviously the government back in the day was a lot more forgiving. Like, all right, you crossed here illegally, but we realized that you really want to make a life better for yourself, so we're gonna give you another chance.
Yeah,
we're gonna give you a chance to do this correctly, and that's what happened.
Mm-hmm.
My grandpa got thrown back to Mexico twice.
Dang.
And then the next time he's like, all right, I got to do this the right way. So then he went and did it the right way. The process is what sucks. The immigration process is terrible. It's way too long. You need to figure out a better system.
Yeah.
I don't know what, and then I have family. I have family that are they're for the Democrats, but they're for Democrats because of the issue of immigration. They're like, yeah, they're for immigrants. I'm like, they lied to you. You're being lied to.
Mm-hmm.
Obama did not do absolute crap.
Yeah, bro. I think my conspiracy, like, they're the Democrats are letting all these people in, like they're all the the pro-immigration and all this stuff, and then they're also trying to pass like the voting with no IDs. I feel like they're just I think they're just doing this to get more votes, honestly. Because if I was an immigrant coming in, and I heard that the Democrat Party was the people that let me in, and that the MAGA Republicans are racist, they don't want you in, of course I'm gonna vote for the party that let me into this country. Oh, I don't have to have an ID either? Easy. Bro, it's just, bro, I know what they're doing.
You know what's crazy? People were like, well, amnesty. We want amnesty. You know who was the last person to give amnesty? I just looked it up. It wasn't a Democrat. It was the GOAT, Ronald Reagan. Ronald Reagan granted amnesty. He was the last one.
What's amnesty?
Amnesty is pretty much that, like, if you're like living in this, like if you've been like living in the country, like, even if you're here illegally, but you've been like showing that you've been like contributing, like you want, like you're showing that you're working and stuff, they give you path to citizenship. That's what
cool.
it is. Mm-hmm. It's like if you're in here, if you're in already, they like you're protected.
Oh, okay.
All right. As long as you haven't like committed crimes or you like, you're good.
That's cool. No Democrats.
No, it was Ronald Reagan.
But all of them vote for the Democrats.
They do, but it's the tide's starting to turn though. The tide is starting to turn because historically Hispanics are a lot more conservative, especially because a lot of them are Catholics.
Yeah,
Christianity, kind of those connections. Kind of
more conservative, yeah.
But anyways, that's a different tangent. But yeah, like I said, I get being compassionate. It should be a compassionate country.
Mm-hmm.
There are multiple people in Mexico that are trying to leave because it's not safe.
Yeah.
The living conditions aren't the greatest. They want a better life. And they should have a path to a better life. But then you have people that are overshadowed. Bad people that overshadow those people. It's unfortunate, man. It's highly unfortunate.
Yeah.
And then you have those people that they come to the U.S. and they don't want to respect the laws. They don't want to live like you're in the U.S. I'm like, bro, you're no longer in Mexico. You're in the U.S. now.
Yeah.
you're in a better country. Start acting like it.
Yeah, you have to obey it.
Respect your country. Respect the laws. Obey it.
Yeah.
You're an American now.
Yeah.
Now I get it. You want to embrace your culture. You want to embrace your ethnicity. There's nothing wrong with embracing your ethnicity. I embrace that I'm Hispanic all the time. I'm proud of the fact that I'm Hispanic. We have great food.
Amazing food.
Tell by my figure. I love and Mexican food so much. I mean, if I lived in Mexico, I'd probably be fatter.
But yeah, this is what the country's about, though. The U.S. Like it's just a melting pot of everybody. Yes.
But at the end of the day, we all embrace that we're Americans. We embrace the culture of being American. What America stands for. It stands for freedom. It stands for freedom of speech.
Yes.
But in the in-betweens, we do have our own ethnicities and our own cultures. Chinese have their own cultures. Japanese people have their own cultures. Indian people have their own culture.
Celebrate everything here in America. But you also have to play the American game. You have to obey the laws. You have to,
the American way.
Be a contributor.
Exactly. And people don't want to respect their own country. Not just even immigrants, but just America in general. I have this clip that I wanted to show about the respect of America, and this also ties in with immigration of how immigrants being shipped to places like Chicago. Greg Abbott's like, get him out of here. We're gonna take him to Chicago. And Lori Lightfoot's like, no, I can't control my city already as it is.
How did she get elected, bro? Like, just based off looks alone. I know we're not supposed to judge people on looks alone, but
this is what she does when she talks.
She looks like she should. It looks like they just pulled her from Skid Row, honestly. I'm going to say, they pulled her from Skid Row and put her in office.
Skid Row.
And she's doing just as well.
Bro, she's got to be on drugs, bro. She looks like she's
like
on
it,
drugs.
bro. I'm sorry. It's just...
She looks like
it. It looks like it, man. I don't know.
Anyways, watch this clip, and then we'll elaborate more on it.
Be honest, America is looking more and more like a third world country. Take a look at some of these photos of the New York City subways. They look nothing like a first world country. Now compare these photos to photos of subways in other major cities in the world. Dubai, Stockholm, Singapore, Tokyo,
so clean.
Warsaw, or even Moscow. Now America is richer than all of these countries, so it's not a wealth problem. It's a people problem.
Yeah.
A significant portion of America's population does not respect the country they live in. They commit crime without hesitation. They litter. They laugh and record videos as their fellow citizens are being attacked for no reason. America could devolve into complete chaos and these people would be happy about it. You can't ride public transit now without worrying about being attacked or robbed. We've accepted that as normal. And if you talk about it, you're called racist. See, America's major cities used to be the model example for the rest of the world. And now we're the laughingstock. Until we're honest about what's really going on, things will only get worse.
And we're not cracking down on crime.
Nope.
We're not cracking down on any of it. Like you said, if we try to crack down on it, you're looked at as racist. Same thing, illegal immigrants are they're part of these crime commitments too. They're being shipped to the major cities. The crime's been skyrocketing. That's where they're going. Places like Chicago. And all these like homeless, if these immigrants are here, they can't find anywhere to go. What category do they end up in? Homeless.
Yep.
Adds more to the crisis. If we cannot secure our border, it adds to the homelessness crisis because they can't find a place to go because they're not citizens. Number two, it adds to the crime.
And drugs.
Yeah.
A whole plethora of problems.
What if they get hired by a crime organization? Like, oh, you're homeless. We'll hire you.
Yeah. Go freaking cause as much havoc as you can.
Yeah.
Oh, bro, it's so.
And then the littering of the country. The country looks like garbage.
And
major cities are trashed.
You may wonder why. Why is this all happening? Because we have incompetent leaders like this Mayorkas dude, bro. Watch this. He can't even define an assault weapon. No, he can't answer a question, bro. Like, it's a simple. You ask a question, you give an answer. You don't answer a question with a question. Here, just watch this, bro.
Million people have come into this country illegally since January of 2021. As those people show up at community hospitals, as they enter the school system, as they get other government help. Do you have a taxpayer cost?
Let me turn that question around a little bit, because I'm going to turn it around to match the question that an international partner asked of me. And the question that the international partner asked of me is, what is the economic cost of your broken immigration system? Since there are businesses around this country that are desperate for workers, there are desperate workers looking for jobs, desperate workers in foreign countries that are looking for jobs in the United States where they can earn money lawfully and send much needed remittances back home. What is the cost of a broken immigration system? That is the question that I am asked, and that is the question that I pose to Congress, because it is extraordinary.
Cost that the taxpayers are paying now.
I believe I have addressed your question.
No, you did not. You did not.
You did not. You're an absolute freaking idiot.
He just said that so they can come get jobs here and send the money back home.
And a lot of them do.
Yeah.
A lot of them do come work here just because it's a higher wage. And Mexico people are definitely exploited for work.
Mm-hmm.
You may think that only happens in like China, that happens in no, it happens directly south of us.
Yeah.
The exploitment of workers.
Yeah, that's nice to send money back to like your family and stuff. But like
in the currency change, like money, the dollar is a lot more valuable, as opposed to the peso.
Yeah, but like, what are they doing to help our country, the country that they're in? They're just using us for resources.
Mm-hmm.
Like
you gotta contribute, buddy.
Yeah, like cool. Like if you're paying taxes and then you're sending money back. Cool. Like you're being a contributor to the country. But no, like, oh, bro. Leaders like that is why we're in this predicament.
Yep.
Bro, he's the most. He irritates me when I look at him, bro.
You can't. He's one of the single biggest idiots. Anybody in the government right now is Alejandro Mayorkas.
So incompetent, bro. He's one of the Democrats that suck at this job.
Oh, him out of many.
Yes, out of many. Can't even define what an assault weapon is. Or answer is a good question, bro. Gosh.
You got anything else?
Yes, I have this other one of Ted Cruz owning this reporter. Because another example of libs uttering the same stuff, bro. Freaking bots, man. Okay, here it is.
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. What rate of illegal immigration did we have in 2020? Do you know anything? I asked you a question. Do you know anything? How long have you been in office? I've been in office 11 years now. Okay. Except you're okay. You don't get to argue with me. You asked your question. You asked your question. You don't get. You want to hold a press conference? You can do it over there. You want to hold a press conference? You can do it over there. How are you? So hold on. I'm going to answer his question. The talking point of the Democrats, which this media reporter happily parrots, is, gosh, the problem can't be fixed. There's one little problem with that. It is an utter and complete lie. In 2020, the last year of the Trump presidency, we had the lowest rate of illegal immigration in 45 years. You ask, what have I done? I've championed the men and women of Border Patrol. I've championed securing the border. I've championed Remain in Mexico. And we turned this problem around and solved it. And we went from Joe Biden inherited the lowest rate of illegal immigration in 45 years. And the first day in office, he made political decisions to cause this problem. And you should be ashamed of yourself because you're a reporter and you're not reporting facts. You're telling lies. Joe Biden made a political decision.
Freaking live, bro.
That's exactly what the media does. The media absolutely lies. They're not presenting those facts. You don't hear CNN or MSNBC or... Rick, I don't even know if you hear freaking Fox News.
No.
I was not trying to say the F word. I was trying to say Fox. Sorry, guys. I held that F for a while. Some of y'all are like, I was going to say, no. You don't even freaking Fox News. You didn't even hear that either.
No.
You don't even hear from that. You don't hear from any mainstream media establishment. You don't hear any of those facts. And then the mainstream media wonders, nobody has trust. Yeah, because you don't report facts.
Nope.
You report propaganda. You're just robots. People are sick of it. That's why people are turning to shows like this. People are listening. People are starting to go to companies like independent media organizations like Daily Wire.
Mm-hmm. That's why Tucker Carlson is doing his own show on Twitter now.
Tucker Carlson doesn't have to be on Fox. He's like, screw y'all, I don't need y'all. Just go on Twitter. My show's going to be... By the way, our show is also coming to Twitter as well.
Yes.
Figure out a way of putting it up there. But yeah, now that Elon Musk, thank God for Elon Musk that he owns Twitter now. So Twitter is now a beacon of freedom of speech. There's no censoring. You can go on there and say whatever the hell you want.
Yeah, because YouTube for sure will shadow ban us.
Yeah, for sure,
100%.
But yeah, that right there, Ted Cruz. Hats off to Ted Cruz for freaking sticking into that stupid reporter. What an idiot. The reporter didn't have anything else to say because it's true. You don't report facts. So you're just trying to fit the narrative as much as you can. It pisses me off.
I hate it, dog.
But guys, once again, we just want to thank you for watching the show and supporting the show. We're gonna try to pump some more content, especially on social media with shorter clips and stuff.
Yes,
that would be a cool little clip to show on the show or on social media. Was that Ted Cruz clip?
Yeah,
her reaction to it. But yeah, guys, that's all the time we have for today. Thank you so much for watching and listening.
Thank you.
And this is the place where we keep it
100.
The 100 Show, where we keep it 100.